of the things that you told me, though, that I did not realize, we were talking about the All-Star ballot and the voting process and Caminero and Arana making the team, that when you played, we had the paper ballots, right? Mm-hmm. That you and De Los Santos tries to fake out Peters. Peter shakes his head. Nope, you're not getting me on that play. And so I did a little bit of digging. You mentioned that you were only on one All-Star ballot in your career. Why was that?
Because I was an opening day starter for the Florida Marlins, which was a fluke. But if you're an opening day starter, they list you on the Major League All-Star ballot.
All right, so during the All-Star break, I wrapped it myself. I found a special gift for you. Again, you mentioned you did not. You did not keep the memento of the 1993 All-Star ballot. eBay has everything.
You found one. You found one.
So, folks, the only way back then when Scott was in the major leagues that you were on the All-Star ballot was you had to be on the opening day roster. Scott Pose, the only opening day roster you made was 1993 as part of the inaugural Florida Marlins. You were the first batter in Marlins history. And I asked you, as I found out that you were on that ballot, if you kept one, and you said, no, I never had one. So I wrote a note to myself and said, let's find one. And I
thank
did.
you.
And there you go.
For fans that don't know, it was old school. They would have these ballots at every major league stadium, and they'd have ballot boxes throughout the stadium. So as you watch the game, you punch it out and then drop it into the ballot box.
Dude, look at those names right around you.
Yeah,
Vince
I know.
Like Walker, Grissom, Bonds.
One of these things is not like the other. I mean, I'm embarrassed to be associated with these names. I'm honored, but at the same time, it's a juxtaposition.
And a throw to first base. That was the third attempt, and they were unable to pick off Peters. That's the first time I've ever seen that rule implemented there. If you throw over 3 times and you don't pick off the runner, it's an automatic balk. And I'm guessing McSweeney lost track of how many times he had thrown over, because nobody outside of Andy Pettit has a pickoff move good enough to say, I have to get him on the 3rd time, and I'm going to throw over.
And a golden opportunity now for the Bulls, because you have the base runner at second base in scoring position, but a leverage count for the hitter. 3-1 here for Murray.
So the ball has Peters at second base, and there's ball 4. I just don't think McSweeney remembered how many times he had thrown over. And now this inning really gets constructed for the Bulls. And now we'll get a mound visit by the pitching coach, Rob Marcello. McSweeney spikes down the rosin bag, and he needs to get refocused here. So the meeting begins, but yeah, let's go back to this ballot here for a second.
No, thank you for getting this. This means a lot. This is going to go into the man cave in the memento.
Well, we do have one more surprise for you here, Scott Post. If the guys in the Post 50 production booth can roll it up. Let's go back to opening day with the Florida Marlins. And look who's playing center field. Walk us through this play, Scott Post.
Jose Offerman hit one deep into the corner, and I can't tell you what I said as I ran after the ball, but I kept going after it. And at the last second, that ball took off towards my back, so I had to make a last-minute adjustment. I got it in. And on that wave, Jeff Conine was asking me, did you hear me? He was telling me you have room. And so I was acknowledging, saying, yes, thank you. And then I threw the ball in. It ended up being a play and got a standing ovation. I was just doing it so I didn't have a faux pas on my watch. Made the play, threw the ball in, and it was a tremendous day. It was a lot of fun. And I don't think Mr. Offerman liked it too much.